hello! As per usual, today we're doing something a little different. I know I say that every single time, but this time I promise, this time we're gonna check out somebody different, somebody new we've never done before. You all keep telling me to check out the Grim Kleaper. I think that's how you say their name. So let's do it.
What happens after death? Well, that's easy.
You turn into a skeleton and you become like... Okay, I'm not gonna finish that statement.
Warhammer 3. Become Global Crisis. And who better to collapse society than this guy? Because Cetra does not serve or...
Okay, I was gonna say like, oh my god, Tomb Kings, but no, I chose this one specifically because Tomb Kings. Because, you know, family recognizes family, okay? So I gotta represent my homies.
Like my graphics card. So without further ado, meet the Tomb Kings. As the resident undead Egyptians, our goal is simple: conquer the world.
I know nothing about Age of Sigmar. Wait, this isn't even Age of Sigmar. This is old Warhammer, right? This is like Boomer Warhammer. So I know nothing about Boomer Warhammer, other than the Tomb Kings are the best back then. Just saying, just saying. Oh, and everybody hates Britannia because they're French, which is based.
And survive an endgame crisis to win. The first course of action is to greet our neighbor. Howdy do, partner. Because our units are undead, they don't rout, but instead crumble and die faster than a new pair of Yeezys. After key blasting the army to death and circle beating their leader, we'd won our first battle. Something special about...
Hey, let's go. Easy clap, easy W. More skeletons did fall, which is very, very sad, but it's for a good cause.
Cetra does not serve the IRS. While we barely make any money, our units are completely free. Instead, we have to build structures to increase unit capacities and research tech to...
Oh, wait, I didn't know they were free. Wait, why did they get the units for free, yo?
Right now, we only have a few chariots to recruit, but later in the game, may God have mercy, because I certainly won't. We also start at war with pretty much all of our neighbors because Cetra is a dick. After sieging our first...
No, Cetra's not a dick, okay? He's just very misunderstood, okay? He's a special little guy. I'm sure in the war somewhere he's probably done some fucked up shit, but no, he's just misunderstood.
Our units were pretty injured, so instead of waiting for them to replenish, I could just disband and re-recruit them because digging up dead people is free. In terms of...
Oh! That's fucking clever shit. Okay, fine.
To our left, we have desert. Above and below are tantalizing deserts, and to our right is mountains with desert. Because of...
I'm really sorry. I know this is completely off topic. Does he have Age of Empires fucking 2 music playing in the background? I recognize that song. I recognize the Age of Empires soundtrack. It is burned into my fucking memory.
How our recruitment system works, we need to play wide. Conquering as many settlements as possible gives us more room for unit capacity buildings and bigger...
Oh wait, yeah, that's okay. So whenever I've like heard people talk about this game, there's one thing that I like don't understand, and it's always like, oh, I play tall or I play wide. The fuck does that mean? Could someone like explain it to like maybe a dumb fox, you know, hypothetically speaking, there might be a dumb fox around who doesn't know, and mine kind of need explaining. Thank you. Hypothetically.
With now 3 settlements, we turn to the vampire counts. By deploying our army in a box and partaking in minuscule tomfoolery, our chariots were able to do their thing. Normally, spearmen counter chariots, if we didn't have 50. After capturing the 4th settlement, we took a break from the fighting for a single turn. Hello, man-child. Given our income was now 300 hyper-inflated dollars, we had the chance...
Yo, oh, they're fucking rich $300, bro.
Logan Paul and steal more, or accept bribes because we scare people. Not like that'll stop me, for Cetra does not read. Manfred also decided
it's like me, for real.
to attack us, and his army was looking less impressive than an Amazon break room. Man, undead fights are so much fun. We just sit here for 10 minutes watching bone-on-bone action, which is why I spent most of it watching these 2 schizophrenic necromancers walk in circles.
Like sewing scoop.
Like waking out, what's so hard? What the wait, is that a human nugget on their backs? I can't see clearly, but that's a head, right? And that's a torso? Like this part is a top. What? Why they got human nugget? That's so fucked up. That's such a cursed fucking...
Those
okay.
were an army.
Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Winning the battle meant the end of Manfred, and capturing his last settlement was a cakewalk. Besides, we had bigger issues, like a plague spreading and Volkmar camping in our city.
If I had my way, you would...
Oh, for a minute I thought he was French. That's like, oh no, the French are here.
flame and hammer.
That's cool, but I didn't ask. With Manfred's faction gone, our research for a second army had
Oh, bro, didn't
completed,
ask.
allowing me to regurgitate an entire 20 stack in just 2 turns. But for every new army we awaken, our research
I'm sorry, that's so
speed
busted.
goes down, so it takes longer to get another. Because each settlement we own increases
Oh.
research speed back up, more cities equals more armies. And plagues. Okay, skeletons can't get sick. Exhibit A, Jack Skellington.
Ow, my fucking dick!
Speaking of pestilence, our neighbors. Directly next
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that in the film. Honestly, I've actually not watched A Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of those films that's like, people like, you know, like suck it off so hard that I've just actively avoided it at that point. Cause it's just, I don't know. It sounds weird, but the more people like overwhelmingly like fucking suck things off and like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever, the less likely I am to go and see it or go and like look at it. I don't know. I cannot tell you why, but it's so fucking weird.
Camry is this quirky, not like the other girls' settlement. The Black Pyramid of Nagash. A fortress that could unleash
Ooh.
untold evil
I should get a black pyramid. Yo, new background black pyramid,
and
let's
horrors
go.
into the world. So naturally, I had to have it. So up until this point, things were going pretty
Ooh.
well. Please don't
It's my motherfucker, hands off.
on me. I was not expecting that. And overall, our borders were safe. Did I say safe? No, what I meant was Ninth Circle of Hell. Who is Scarbrand? Well, you know, Satan. By deploying our units on the edge, utilizing masses of chariots, and courageously advancing backwards, we pulled their heroes into our
Advancing backwards. You're not retreating, you're advancing towards future victory. I've fucking seen Red Roses
spheres
boil.
and had a completely fair duel. Winning the battle left Corn cities open, but as we went north, there were problems in the south. The
Wait. I'm very sorry I keep pausing. We're only 3 minutes into this 15-minute video, but like, I actually am on fire. I didn't know Corn had cities. I thought they were just like a big like murder blob that just like wiped out everything,
Another
right?
army awakened, we started to mobilize the 3rd Legion of mostly useless yet still free cannon fodder. Headed by the legendary leader King Wackoff, our armies beat the lizards off and used a tactic I like.
Well, interesting turn of phrase. Interesting.
Rimworld. Fighting the last army manually, we used the mystical powers of cheese.
We're just gonna keep running him in circles until he dies. And you
Oh.
know what? It's... Oh fuck, oh fuck. I take it back. I take everything.
Fuck. Further north, Cetra took Scarbrand's capital, another bald man declared war, and Tic-Tac-Toe drew an X on our settlement. In retaliation, our armies cornered him, and instead of auto-resolving, I decided to fight out the battle. What a mistake that was. With half his unit
They got dinosaurs, bro. What the fuck are you gonna do against
being
dinos?
airborne, we won at the cost of bleaching my eyes. Even after taking back our settlement, we were still fighting against every single bordering faction. With Khorne, Lizardman, and Volkmar cities conquered, we expanded rapidly, extorted factions in the name of peace, and certified ourselves as a local menace. But we were running into
No, you're a local stability risk, okay? If you come near them, other settlements are at risk of being steady and stable, okay? It's actually a good thing when you think
a
about
minuscule
it.
problem if we define minuscule as Jabba the Hutt. If I could rename our cities in this game, I'd call them all Poland, because with greenskins, new plagues, and overweight toads, we were being squished from all sides. Yes, we were beating down
Bro.
Volkmar, but with every settlement we occupied, we'd just lose a different one. Because awakening an army would
Oh.
take too much time, we
Oh,
performed
no.
a rite to cause sandstorms and attrition for all invaders, which weakened most armies. Most armies.
Except for the literal fucking devil. Well, maybe not, but the closest you're gonna
Brand
get.
decided to take another pass at Cetra, who was riding his chariot of the gods. After continuously running over his toes, we finally sent Scarbrand to the Shadow Realm, separately wiped out Volkmar.
Wait, was that? Hang on. Wait.
Continuously running over his toes, we finally sent Scarbrand to the Shadow Realm.
He's Brazil. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. The Shadow Realm is Brazil. Nobody wants to go to Brazil. I'm sorry. Sorry to any Brazilians, but you live in the Shadow Realm.
Separately wiped out Volkmar and secured our borders. King Wackoff also discovered Edgy Arkan, who's like Cetra's
I swear I saw something there too, but I can't keep pausing.
Really emo younger brother. No, Mom, it's not a phase. I'm just a Sigma male. Above Arkan is Aranessa Zaltspite, a treacherous pirate known for betraying trustworthy allies. Back to the north, we did a little spring cleaning by finishing off the Glizzy and some inbred Gila monster. Also, apparently Krokkar declared war on us at some point, which is cool, but back of the line. Plus, in a rare moment of bonding, Bertoni and I united in common hatred of Arkan. Of
Wait, no, never. No, never along with Bretonia. No, ever. No. This is fake news. This didn't happen. This is a psyop. They did not side with Bretonia.
course,
No.
one turn later, how dare you take what I've rightfully stolen? On top of Bretonian aggression, we had to defend ourselves from Arkan by invading it. King Whack-Off is unique in that he buffs Tomb Guard, our elite infantry. But by heaping more buffs onto him, each Tomb Guard is practically unkillable, even when completely surrounded. As for Arkan, Resident Necromancer, Evildoer, and Lieutenant to Big Bad Nagash, taking an overview of our
You know, I actually didn't think I'd be worrying much about the actual game here. Like, legitimately, I have the game. I played it, like, for at least, like, 20 hours, and I still don't know how to play. Legitimately, I don't know the settlements. All I know is to, like, add units, go and attack people, sack, conquer, or raise settlements, and that's all. That's literally all I know. I don't know what units counter what is good, what is, big death ball stack thingy, what is tall versus wide. So much left to
we
learn.
needed another army, but researching one was too slow. But you might have noticed these relic things next to our income called
Wait, yeah, what are these things? I've seen them.
jars. We get them through taking settlements and spend them in my favorite pastime, running a cult. The Mortuary Cult is a special crafting system for the Tomb Kings. We can also awaken new heroes and armies, so by emptying Cetra Jr.'s college fund, we awakened a new dynasty. To further our military even more, we changed up Cetra's army. If having some chariot
Wait, I'm still confused. What does it do?
is good than thinking rationally, what about a whole army of them? To test our theory, we fought a quest
No. Oh, you can just about see it. He's got. I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I'm gonna count, and he's gonna say how many now.
battle for
Okay,
our
let's
legendary
do
weapon.
it.
My good God. All of my units
How many fucking chariots do you need, bro? Holy fuck!
don't even fit on like where they intended to have the rally point. Even their dedicated anti-chariot units couldn't stand up to the might of standstill traffic. Oh my God. He's dying, by the way. Like,
That's so dumb. That's so fucking
this is
dumb.
killing him. We won Cetra's Blade, researched another army, and kept increasing our income. Tic-Tac also declared war again, leading us to witness more Slon magic. My mini-map was just filling with enemies, so I pieced out one of the Lizardman factions. Tic-Tac-Toe's horrifying army just kinda died, and everyone's favorite murderous psychopaths came back. Thus far, the campaign could be summed up in one word: suffering. Resettling ruins, beating up Arkan, having those very ruins razed, beating up Arkan, accepting bribes, and fighting a lightning strike battle against dinos with 400 chariots. If you told me this is how I'd be spending my Friday night, I'd believe you. But at least one good thing came out of all this: a giant boner with a bow. King Whack
I'm so glad he finished that fucking statement. Holy fuck. I thought you were getting hard over this game for a
Goth's
second.
army had recruited a bone giant who drops explosive arrows faster than the ratings of Velma. Krokkar had decided to
Bro, that was such a fucking dumpster fire of a fucking show. The founding of the second season is insane. I'm not gonna go into it because I've already like bitched about it on fucking stream. Shameless plug. Yeah, Velma was absolutely god awful and a self-insert for one of the most insufferable people on the fucking planet. It was dog
siege their
shit.
settlement with his pet undead frog, a Slon so powerful that when he died, he just didn't. Luckily, Whack-Off's boner giant unloaded all over the Lizardman, edged Krokkar to death, and when it was down to just Lord Croak, beat the meat out of that toad. When everyone was finished off, we were
Okay, that's actually kind of fucking cool. The big bone giant. I kind of dig him.
fighting Arkan, but next door was a special rogue army, because scattered around the map are books of Nagash. Each one gives us special powers after we defeat the army holding it. The same Nagash, whose pyramid we'd looted. Inside is a building we can exploit called the Vault of Nagash, with secrets and dark magic, the likes of which no sane mortal would mess with.
Yeah, but is it worth it though? If I'm gonna go to all that effort, is it worth it, or does it just give me like a big dick spell? If it gives me like a big dick spell, I don't want it. I want like insane units. I want an army of those big bone giant
Luckily,
boys.
we're neither. Plus, it's not like building the vault has any serious consequences. I mean, surely it wouldn't set something in motion that would cause a massive invasion to happen. To solve
Oh, foreshadowing. Oh no. Oh no.
that, I forgot about it. Mostly because we'd all but wiped out Arkan, doubled our territory, and surrounded the rogue army holding our book. An army of mostly anti-large versus chariots. Way Watchers, the best archers in the game.
We're charging the temple guard directly. You just walk through them.
After dealing with their leader, we
Well.
won the battle and acquired the Book of Nagash. Each book has a unique ability, with this one causing sandstorms and attrition. The other books are spread across the world, but the closest ones are in Lamia and Karak 8 Peaks. To regroup, we pieced out Krokar by gifting him a settlement we just took from him, and resurrected our spellcasters at 0 health, but more broken was
Wait, huh? How do you start with sleep? Wait, what? I know they're undead, but surely they have some health,
He's
right?
starting a war with Krokar's ally, which he joined. Now, you'd think that it would mean he violated our peace treaty because he declared war on us. But see, the problem there is that we're using our brains. Because
Oh, okay. I see the issue. We're thinking too much. Okay, so think less. That is a strategy I can get behind. Just don't think. Or think less, each to
instead,
their
it
own.
actually counts as me violating the agreement, lowering my reliability to nothing. And low
Oh.
reliability means
Oh, no, bro.
God damn it. With Krokar attacking one of our armies, 1v10ing the whole thing, then confederating with another one of our enemies, there were just too many settlements to conquer. Well, for a mortal.
I'm sorry, the mass amount of chariot spam is just insane.
Taking a step back, what exactly have we achieved? A lot, actually. Arkan
Oh my god. Fucking hell, bro. You've been busy. Look at all that land.
Taking a step back, what exactly have we achieved? A lot.
That's almost the entire continent there. What the fuck, bro? I've never been able to paint that much land when I play.
Actually, Arcanumber Pawns, gone. Krokar united with us against the dwarfs, then we killed him. And pretty much the entire peninsula is ours. Sorta. Meet Kairo's Fate Weaver, Tzeentch Worshipper, and Muppet's mascot. By expanding south, we'd run into him and the worshippers of Tzeentch. Now, Big Bird and his entourage are almost exclusively ranged units who can kite. So, as I've said 10 times before, chariots. Turning Kairos into KFC, we evicted Tzeentch and took his northern settlements. Kairos' last
Is it really that easy? Because, like, whenever I went up against Trazen before, not Trazen, that's the fucking Necron, holy fuck. I mean, Tzeentch, you literally said the name, dumbass. Come on, girl, get your head together. He's fucking difficult. Like, I struggled. I was doing a lot of auto resolves though, because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the actual, like, fight. So I tend to just, like, make massive blobs and hope it's enough and auto battle them and try and like, get as many blobs together as possible to make sure I win. Maybe I'm not playing the game
cities
right.
were in the Chaos Wastes, which have no practical usefulness whatsoever. So, we're here. On the other side of the world, we were sending armies to Lustria for one of the books. First, we got caught by orc pirates, which wasn't too bad, but then
Oh, of course, those dastardly orc purists. Of
the
course.
Skaven. I expected them to send one army, not 4, so only one of our boats made it to land. We did make a friend,
Oh, shit.
Luther Harkin, in perhaps the most lopsided trade deal I have ever seen in the
What was that trade
We did make
deal?
a friend, though, Luther Harkin, in perhaps the most lopsided trade deal I have ever
I'm sorry. I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. Holy
seen.
shit.
In the north of our peninsula, we'd mostly defeated the dwarves, discovered the Skaven clan Moors, and were expanding rapidly. At least, until we met our match. A completely random rogue army made up of grenade launchers, steam tanks, and Hellstorm rockets. But maybe we
Wait, prove on my Industrial Revolution in my medieval fantasy game,
still had a
what?
chance. Okay, and that's not the whole thing, by the way. There's a second army.
Oh my god. And this army has 8 steam tanks. Oh.
Back in our core lands, we were getting tier
How the fuck is a chariot gonna be a fucking tank, bro?
5 settlements, allowing us access to our best units. War Sphinx, Hyro Titans, and Necro Sphinx, which you'll see a little later. I also found an interesting creative mechanic in our tech tree. A high research rate awakens new armies quickly, but each army lowers the rate back down. Unless it doesn't. By researching 99% of a dynasty at our full rate, then switching to another, yeah, it's kind of broken. Back in the Chaos Waste, Cetra was still on the warpath, taking over half the settlements and ending up at the gates of Kairos. Completely outnumbered, and fighting better units. Tomb King's chariots are good, but they're not that.
I was gonna say, I don't think the Chariots are gonna win this one, Chief. I think you might be cooked.
With just Cetra and his Sphinxes, Kairos' blob eventually dragged them down. For the first time,
No.
Cetra lost.
No, didn't happen. This is fake news. This is fake twos? Fake twos. This is fake news, chat. No, the Tomb Kings never lose. They never lose. They never
The
freeze.
worst thing to happen in the whole campaign. So far. Remember this place? Black Pyramid of Nagash, Spooky Sorcerer Supreme? Well, from it, we learned some very interesting things. Number 1, you can start an endgame crisis by building a vault. Number 2, we should not have built that vault. The endgame crisis begins in 10 turns, and to be honest, I don't really know if it was us or a complete coincidence. Either way, Nagash is back. But there was a way out of this. No, Cetra's chariots aren't bad, but we needed something insane. So after some
You need some biggest units. The ones with the biggest ones.
we turned Cetra's army into Cetra's Doom Stack. Hyro Titans, Necro Sphinx,
Ooh.
War Sphinx, Necropolis Knights, and Bone Giants.
Yo, yes,
Plus, using the
please.
Mortuary Cult, we gave Cetra regeneration, vortex spells, and every other broken ability I could think of. We moved our armies closer to the capital, recruited more units, and had Skarsnik unfairly declare war on us, all because we lightly ransacked his capital for another Book of Nagash. Would you believe me if I said it's for a school project? With 10 turns until Nagash returned, we needed to prepare our armies. To make sure the north was safe, I stationed 2 armies at Carrick 8 Peaks to draw the aggro. While Skarsnik was strength rank 3, he had his own problems. The real threats were Queek and Kairos. Tweedledum and Dumber were busy taking the Chaos Waste.
Wait, didn't you say about there was an endgame crisis? Isn't that the main threat right now? Not these like fucking
But
losers?
still a time to be flat annoying. Queek got obliterated, and across the sea, Skrulk was role-playing a fish on land. Still, with our armies marching back, depression. Of all the scary things,
No, Spooders, not the fucking Spooders. I fucking hate them. Fucking hate
Skarsnik
Spooders.
could field, he sent a bunch of naked goblins. However, shall we manage? To improve our main armies, I awakened some Tomb Princes, because apparently we recruit them at level 22. Free max
Bro, that is fucking
level heroes,
busted.
not too bad. Unfortunately, there was still one problem. Nope. That army of steam tank grenade launchers was multiplying, but we had one unstoppable weapon at our disposal. Here is $30,000. We are now friends.
Well, now, okay. Yeah, honestly, same, bro. I would do the same
As
thing.
for our other enemies, we were using something called diplomacy. Skarsnik, I am truly sorry for
My
taking your
first-
capital, so because we don't need it anymore, I'm giving it to Queek. You get this ruined settlement I didn't want, and I'll even join all your wars, because
Let's go with a
I will
win-win,
definitely
bro.
help you. And all I want
Except-
is peace,
yeah.
and some other terms. So with Skarsnik as our new friendly puppet state, we had a buffer to the north. We swapped some units around, made some minor adjustments, and prepared our last stand. If we could beat Nagash's armies, then for the second time in my 1,000 hours across all 3 titles, I might actually finish a game. We had 3 turns until
There's nowhere. There's no. There's no way. You play. As I said, Dawn of War. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited for Dawn of War 4. You never played Total Warhammer and you never finish it in. Wait, no. You played Total Warhammer, but you never finish your games. You never finish your games. This is not happening.
our capital
No.
will be swarmed by more than 10,000 undead, and Cetra's army was just about done, but missing one thing,
Oh my
the crown of
God.
Nehekara. In one last quest battle, housing an army of all monstrous constructs, the Chaos Warriors even cleverly flanked us and attacked our very vulnerable ranged units. By the way, all
Fucking giants, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do against the giants?
of our Hyro Titans are also spellcasters, so we have access to like 6 of these things.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Now that Cetra had recovered his crown, well, that was it. We'd done all the preparing we could do, so I stacked every army into a tight ball and passed our final turn. If we
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Here we go, here we go, here we
could hold,
go.
we'd win the campaign. If we could hold. By the end of this turn, we'd need
Does not look
To wipe out all
good.
9 armies to prevent any more from spawning, which is why I stacked our lords in one spot. So, in the words of history's most ancient warlord, combining all 4 armies by setting 2 as friendly AI armies and 2 as player armies, we could field 80 units at once. In total,
You're the whole. Oh, I bet that was a fucking fun fight to watch. Like, legitimately, I would love to just set this up and just let it play out. Right, not intervene, just smash the 2 armies together and see what
there are
happens.
7,000 troops on the field, almost turning the
Holy
game
shit.
into a PowerPoint. Nagash's armies faded.
Yeah, that would melt my PC, like, for real. Like, I don't have a shit PC, but it's not great. Like, it is fine, but it could be better. I could not handle this. I could not handle
And
this.
battle 1 of 3 was over. Our armies hadn't taken a ton of damage, so we moved right into the second battle using the same AI army tactic. But this fight was a little different. 3 of the reinforcing armies were coming from the same spot at the same time. Our titans went to fight the main army, the first reinforcing AI came in, and dear god, what is that? About 3,000 skeletons had spawned inside of each other, creating this amalgamation. At least this can't possibly
That's so cool. No, I fucking love that. It's so
get
cool.
worse. It got worse. Jesus Christ. So what does it look like on the ground level for the average soldier? Well, it looks a little something like this. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Because the enemy armies could not physically get onto the field, I had
Wait, no, that's so smart. You're fucking blocking them. You're god blocking them. Literally getting cucked by the enemy army is getting cucked by the army they're fighting by refusing to let them on the board. That is genius,
to keep
bro.
pulling back to let them spawn. They even hit army
No.
losses and had 0 units on the field, but the game was soft locked because of our blob. As my PC spit up coolant, my suffering ended at last. Now it was down to the final battle against Nagash's 3 best armies. Bringing everything we had to bear, it was a lot. In one last climactic, exciting, and totally not completely one-sided battle, Cetra beat Nagash's armies once and for all. With over 1 million gold
Indeed.
spent, 44 wars declared, and 0 allies ever, we'd at last achieved a complete and total campaign.
There's no shot. There's no fucking way he did it. He actually did it. He actually got a fucking victory in Warhammer. Fucking Total War Warhammer. There we go. Insane.
For Cetra does not forget. You didn't think I wouldn't remember Kairos. Oh yeah, also follow me on Twitch, because I stream consistently. Sometimes, I stream.
Bro, same. I also stream. I also stream, maybe not consistently. That was good. That wasn't as haha funny as like a Reggie or a Seth, but it was definitely good. I did enjoy that. If you guys want me to watch more Grim Kleaper, then please let me know in the comments. You know, I'm always reading, even if I'm not replying. I'm always reading them at least. I've been, like I said in my last video, I've been busy taking care of my sick dog. He's okay now, but I've just got to keep an eye on for at least 1 more day. 1 more day, and then he should be completely in the clear, and we can go back to normality again. But yeah, that was good. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. And I guess I will see you in the next one. Bye!